Hey guys, welcome back to Nitro's Corner. It feels like forever since we've done one of these kind of analysis deep dive videos, and I for one love doing them. So today we're going to talk about Best Boy Megumi Fushiguro. Now I've kind of already gone into a deep dive of his past in a previous video, so today rather we're going to speculate a bit, kind of come up with some predictions for the future of the series, and also get into the present. What's happening right now. So make sure you give that subscribe button a little warmth down there. It's been a while since it's been out and about, and it needs that a little pick me up, you know? So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the House Gojo and House Zenin dynamic. And would Megumi be the strongest sorcerer if Gojo remains sealed or is killed? Now for this, I want to flash back to the Shibuya arc when Megumi is on his last leg. But Nitro, I thought we were going to deep dive into the past. I know, but hear me out. When Megumi is on his last leg, we get a flashback scene of a conversation that Satoru and Megumi had previously, where Gojo mentions that the reason these two great houses are at odds with each other is because back in the Edo period, the two clan heads ended up killing each other in a battle before all those damn aristocrats. And yes, these two clan heads that killed each other were a House Zenin 10 Shadows technique user and a House Gojo 6 Eyes Limitless user. Now, who do those two sound like? Now, I think that in this conversation, Gojo is trying to insinuate that Megumi will at one point be on par with Gojo, as these two have the same techniques of the previous heads that killed each other. Flashing back to Megumi in the Shibuya arc, who is about to summon the Divine General Mahoraga, speculates that this is probably how the Edo clan head used the 10 Shadows technique to murder-suicide the Gojo head, because no 10 Shadows technique user has ever exercised the Divine General Mahoraga. No 10 Shadows technique user has ever fully gained control of Mahoraga. Now imagine if he did. Imagine if Megumi could control Mahoraga and summon him at will anytime and use him in battle. The way I see it, the trump card of using Mahoraga without full control, attacking whoever it wants willy-nilly, was enough to allow the Gojo and Zenin heads of the Edo period to murder-suicide each other. Now imagine if that Zenin head had control of Mahoraga at that point, and didn't have to worry about being attacked by his own Shikigami. Would that then have been the tipping point that allows him to defeat the Gojo head? I don't know. I mean, Limitless and 6 Eyes on its own is obviously absolutely phenomenal, and I think as a single entity is probably one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, curse techniques. The thing about the 10 Shadows technique though, is you're now not fighting only one foe. You're fighting multiple Shikigami as well as an extremely powerful sorcerer. So Megumi, present time, now having an understanding of Chimera Shadow Garden, if he controls and gains complete control, really, of the 10 Shadows technique, including the Divine General Mahoraga, does that at least make him on par with Gojo? I don't know, you guys let me know what you think. Now let's talk about some speculation and predictions of where the series might go. Something that I would find pretty cool and unexpected is if Sukuna had the wrong idea of nullifying the Mahoraga ritual exorcism. He thought that if an outsider, somebody that wasn't summoned into the ritual, killed Mahoraga, that it would render the ritual null. Now, wouldn't this be pretty cool if Megumi tries to summon Mahoraga again in the future and realizes he actually has control of him, that the ritual actually just needed Mahoraga to be exorcised by anybody and he would gain control? I think that would be a pretty big shock if it happened. But a little bit on the deeper end here. What if Sukuna's ultimate plan for Megumi is to have him be summoned as one of Megumi's Shikigami? Now think about this for a second. I know that Sukuna is technically a cursed spirit who was once human and turned into an extreme cursed spirit after death. I think it's a little bit of a stretch, but if he could, and he was one of the last Shikigami in the 10 Shadow technique, if he killed all the other Shikigami, he would then assume all of their power based off how the 10 Shadows technique is done. All Shikigami that are killed, their energy, their power is consumed by the other Shikigami. So imagine if Sukuna, being one of the last, killed all of the wolves, killed Mahoraga, killed the elephant, killed Nu, killed the toads, the rabbits, gained all of their power and energy. He would then have one of the most powerful bodies, maybe even more powerful than his original body. That could be something that is, maybe on the back burner of Sukuna's plans here. I don't really know what he is thinking for Megumi, but he's clearly, time and time again, said that he has something big in store for Megumi. Now, it may not happen the exact way I just said, but I think it's the most plausible answer for Sukuna's plan for Megumi is to somehow create a body for Sukuna to take over. With Megumi and Yuji's ever-developing connection to each other, it seems that Sukuna might also have now a trump card to use against Megumi, whether that be when he takes over Yuji's body from the Binding Vow or some other source. But it seems like this connection that these two friends are developing may be the downfall or a crucial part of Sukuna's plan for Megumi. On the other hand, rather than having Megumi create or summon him as a Shikigami, there might also be a way that Sukuna could get back his original body, his original remains. Now think about his fingers. They are completely indestructible. Gojo shows this by even blasting a hole in the wall and the finger is still unscathed. So if his fingers cannot be destroyed, what happened to the rest of his remains? We have multiple times where it's said that numerous sorcerers have battled Sukuna and strengthened their technique to ultimately just be defeated by him. Now, if all these sorcerers fought him and couldn't defeat him, how did he end up losing? How did he end up dying? And what happened to his body? In my opinion, and if anybody has further insight on this, please let me know in the comments, is that he got sealed somehow, maybe behind Tengen's barrier, or maybe some kind of prison realm sealing like Gojo is currently in. If we've seen anything in Jujutsu Kaisen as of now, I think it's that there are numerous strong sealing techniques that can seal people as strong as Gojo. I don't see them having a problem sealing Sukuna, especially if they removed his fingers and he needs to be complete again or healed. Especially if the fingers are removed and it's not a completed Sukuna vessel, a Sukuna's body. Maybe they seal the majority of his body away and he knows that and somehow can use Megumi to help retrieve the rest of his body. I think that this is another plausible explanation because clearly the rest of his body needs to be somewhere if these fingers cannot be destroyed. The main body must also not be able to easily be destroyed and is likely just sealed away somewhere that is unreachable by a cursed spirit or maybe anything with cursed energy. I think that this is a likely answer, and that wraps it up for my speculation today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I wasn't rambling on a little too much for you, but I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while, and I would love to hear all of your thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen. So comment below and stay healthy, stay safe, stay in the corner. Love you.